Welcome to Mindful Ascend. Today we're going to speak about a force that affects every human being, yet is rarely spoken about in the world of spiritual growth with the depth and honesty it deserves. That force is lust. Not love, not passion, not sacred union, but lust, the insatiable craving, the burning desire that distracts the mind, dims the spirit, and slowly drains the soul of its light. Many of us believe lust is natural, that it's just part of being human. And in some ways, yes, it's natural. But not everything natural is helpful on the path of awakening. Lust, when left unchecked, becomes a powerful spiritual toxin. But here's the good news. There is a way to break its grip and reclaim your inner power. In this journey, we'll explore how lust drains your energy, the hidden spiritual consequences most people ignore, and how to transform this energy into something radiant and powerful. So take a breath, settle in. This is not a lecture. This is a soul-level conversation. Let's begin. Let's start by understanding what lust really is. Lust is a craving. It's not about love, not about deep connection. It's a hunger for possession, for stimulation, for escape. Lust makes us want someone not for who they are, but for how they can make us feel. It doesn't see a soul. It sees a body, a fantasy, an object, and that's the problem. Lust separates us from presence. It pulls us out of the moment and into a world of wanting. Lust isn't just physical. It starts in the mind, with thoughts, images, temptations, scrolling, daydreaming. The more we feed it, the more it grows. And soon we're not the master of our desire. Desire becomes the master of us. You might be wondering, how exactly does lust affect our spiritual energy? Think of your energy as a flame. Every thought, every action either feeds that flame or dampens it. When we indulge in lust, especially compulsively, we start to leak energy from our lower chakras. Our life force, the prana or chai, begins to flow downward and outward, not upward toward the crown. Here's what starts to happen. Mental fog. Excessive lust weakens focus. Your mind becomes clouded, anxious, distracted. Emotional restlessness. You feel constantly unsatisfied, no matter what you consume. Spiritual numbness. You lose sensitivity to stillness, silence, and divine connection. The ancient yogis called this ojas loss, the depletion of our sacred vitality. Every act of lust is a withdrawal from your spiritual bank account, and the more we withdraw, the emptier we feel inside. You might have noticed this yourself. After chasing lust, there's a high followed by a deep low, regret, emptiness, guilt, shame. These are not punishments. They are signals from your soul saying, this is not the way. Listen, now let's go deeper. Why is lust so hard to resist? It's because lust operates like a drug. It releases chemicals in the brain, dopamine, adrenaline, serotonin. But unlike love, these highs are short-lived. They create a cycle of craving, withdrawal, and craving again. And here's the spiritual trap. The more you feed lust, the more it distorts your perception of reality. You see people as objects, not souls. You chase stimulation, not connection. You feel empty, so you go back for more, thinking it will fill you. But it never does. And in the silence of your heart, you know this. That's why many great spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Christianity to Taoism, speak about sexual discipline. Not because sex is evil, not because desire is shameful, but because unconscious lust is a fire that consumes your essence. So how do we take our power back? It begins with awareness. You must see lust for what it is, not as pleasure, but as a thief of your light. Here's a truth. Every time you overcome lust, you strengthen your inner kingdom. But this isn't about suppression. This is about transformation. You don't run from the fire. You learn to contain it, purify it, and use it for spiritual evolution. This is what ancient masters called brahmacharya, not just celibacy, but right use of energy. The goal is not to reject desire, but to become so rooted in presence, so connected to the divine within you, that lust has no hold over you. Let's now talk about practical tools. Here are 6 ways to take back your spiritual energy from lust. Mindful observation. When lust arises, don't act on it. Just observe it. Ah, here is craving. Here is the heat. Watch it like a wave. You'll see it rises and it falls. Breathe deep into the lower belly. Lust lives in the lower chakras. When you breathe into that area slowly, you restore calmness and clarity. Cold showers or movement, these shift your physical energy when the cravings feel intense. Use the body to move the energy upward. Meditate on the heart, place your attention on your heart center. Ask, what is it that I truly seek? The answer will never be lust. It will be love, wholeness, union with God. Limit exposure. What you feed your senses feeds your mind. Avoid media, scrolling, and triggers that ignite lust unnecessarily. Protect your mind like sacred ground. Transmute to creation. Sexual energy is creative energy. Channel it into art, music, service, or spiritual practice. This is how monks, sages, and great artists rise above lust. Now imagine this. You've taken your energy back. You no longer feel like a slave to cravings. Your mind is clear. Your heart is open. Your spirit is powerful. You feel calm in your presence. You radiate strength. Others notice it without you saying a word. You have become a master of your energy. And when lust arises, as it sometimes will, you greet it like a passing cloud, not with fear, not with shame, but with awareness. And just like that, it passes. This is freedom. This is power. This is the spiritual path. Lust doesn't make you bad. It makes you human. But you are not just human. You are a soul, a spirit, a spark of the infinite. And your energy is sacred, so protect it, transform it, and use it to rise higher, not fall deeper. Thank you for walking with me today on this journey. If this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't have to fight lust alone. Every breath, every prayer, every act of mindfulness is a step toward your freedom. Stay awakened, stay grounded, and keep ascending. This is Mindful Ascend. Until next time, peace be upon you.